350. On phone on. What up, man? Now we gonna talk that real shit. Real shit. They gonna.
Again, fuck StreamYard. Either way, welcome back to the John Pimney podcast. I'm all fucked up during just watching what I watched yesterday, and I knew it was gonna be a beatdown. I knew it was gonna be a blowout. I knew everything was gonna happen like that, but I did not expect the Chiefs to score 27 points in the second quarter. I didn't expect the Bears to only put up 10 points. I didn't expect Justin Fields to look so out of sync for every goddamn part of the game. And I didn't expect Luke Getsy to immediately, once they actually had a flow, like in the beginning of their second drive, after the Chiefs scored the first touchdown, to just go ahead and just go straight to, oh, okay, we did you a favor. We did a design run. We rolled you out. We drive down the field. Now do what I do. And then after that, it just went straight downhill. Every time they gained momentum, DJ Moore dropped the ball or a fumble. It was like everything that could have went wrong for the Bears went fucking wrong. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? I'm just talking about the Bears, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's the word. The word of the day is shit. That's what the Bears looked like yesterday. Straight up shit. They looked like straight up fucking shit bags. That shit was just that was probably the worst game I've saw since maybe 2014 when they went against the Eagles and they got whooped and the Eagles put like a 50 piece on their ass. It was like 50-0 or some shit, 49-0. That was like the worst I ever fucking saw. And over the past almost 10 years, what's going on, Skits, man? I know you saw the game. I was surprised that I was even able to watch it through most of the third quarter. And I was at work watching this shit. So I'm walking around doing security, doing all this and doing all that, and then just trying not to be fucking pissed off the whole time because I'm like, God damn, I really did not expect them to be this ass. This ass. Like it was like, man, everything for him was down. And now guess what, man? Everybody is calling for Justin Fields to be relieved of his starting job. Everybody wants the new regime gone already. It's that bad. I haven't seen people call for jobs like that since maybe Mark Trestman. That's how quickly they call for it. Caught the third and the fourth. Well, you saw half the misery. You didn't see the big time misery that happened in the second quarter when they put up 27 points. When even the commentators said they was on pace to score 60. Luckily, Andy Reid gave mercy and told them to slow it down. Yeah, I know it was all on him. It wasn't just on him. It was him, play calling, his inability to see the goddamn field. Right now, this is like it was last year when through the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, this third week, of course, Justin Fields been the worst quarterback in the league. Teams have figured out that they're going to try to run the ball with him. So now he's going to have no choice but to pass, and he can't read the goddamn field. It's so many times where he can't see open receivers. He can't see down the field. He can't see nothing. But I made a video a couple of years ago about the Bear fans. You know, it was called uh, basically a notice to the flip flopping Bear fans: be careful for what you wish for. I said that 2 years. I said that a few years ago when I was talking about getting rid of Trubisky. Yeah, he wasn't what Chicago probably needed either, but at least he was able to pass the goddamn ball down the field. He was able to see open receivers a lot better than this. It seems like Chicago is where quarterbacks go just to die. That's what it is. It seems like that's exactly what happened. Patrick Mahomes was doing his thing. Everybody was doing his thing, doing their thing. What's going on, Kasim Baker? How you feeling? Good morning, man. How you feeling? Because I was gonna make a video last night, but I was so pissed off to a point that I would have been talking so crazy to a point that they would have YouTube would have shut that video down. They would have shut everything down. It wouldn't have been nothing on there, basically, you know. And it's just tragic to see the Chicago Bears team be this bad yet again. Yet again, the Chicago Bears is this goddamn bad. And it's making it hard to be a Bear fan. And I've been a Bear fan since what, 92, 93? I'm 2, 3 years old, 4 years old, watching the Bears game on my great grandfather's lap watching the game. That's when I first fell in love with the goddamn team. But they that goddamn bad. Let's see what you got to say. Until you fix the coaching staff, it doesn't matter who we have as quarterback. People want to start that Tyson dude, Tyson Bagent. Who we got? Yeah, but what makes a difference, Michael? When the receivers are open, when he do have time to pass, I'm pretty sure Bagent will probably be able to hit him down the field. Probably Justin Field can't see. He's 6'3", and he still can't see. He an inch taller than me, and he still can't see down the field. He can't see. He too busy looking at the pass rush. He's looking at the pass rush instead of looking through his progressions. Do we have to clean house again? That's what might end up happening, Baker. That's what might end up happening after this season if they don't turn it around. This Bears defense seemed like they're worse than last year. Worse than last year. And last year was nothing but rookies. They got rid of the middle linebacker and the DN. They got rid of Robert Quinn and got rid of the linebacker that I wish they would have fucking kept. But he wanted to get paid. They didn't want to pay him. And if they would have paid him, they wouldn't be able to bring in the guys that they brought in this year. Now on paper, if you got him in the Madden video game. But other than that, they asked Matt Eberflus, and they said Matt Eberflus, and I've been listening to the media. I've been listening to certain people that actually speak correctly. They've been saying that he's not gonna make it to the new stadium, and he definitely won't. He won't make it. Ryan Poles may be fired as a GM within the next year or two. But like I said, I told people all off season. I just wasn't on my page. I was on everybody else's page that this team is not set up to win a lot of games. 5 to 8 games, I said, and that's what it still seems like it's gonna be. But it seems like they may win less than that. It's just that the journey. It was annoying enough last year. That's what I'm saying. The defense was, yeah, the defense is straight up booty water. Offense booty water. You got a brand new receiver that's supposed to be a top 10 receiver, maybe 11, and you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing with him. Can't do nothing. Well, the reason why people want Tyson to start because they see a similar thing with Brock Purdy, even though I don't think Brock Purdy is great. He's a product of the Niners. He's not really him. Regardless of the talent that the 49ers have, the quarterback still got to make the throws. He still got to make the plays. Brock Purdy can still make the throws when it come down to it. So you really like got it twisted, Michael. It may be the system that's assisting him, but he's still making the throws down the field. Did you watch the last game where he made the throws in tight windows and all of the above? He still was able to see down the field. That's the thing. When the underneath routes are open, Justin Fields don't see him. When the middle routes are open, Justin Fields don't see him. He just tried to throw it deep downfield, which guys dropped the ball when he did throw it down the field. So that did make a big difference, and the reason why one of the things that happened, but it's also his vision. His quarterback vision is as narrow as it can fucking be. That's what it is. What coach would you hire? I don't even know. I don't even know. Honestly, Baker, I don't know. I would say some shit just for nostalgia purposes. Bring back Lovie Smith. But in today's NFL, that offense probably won't work. But he'll probably get the defense so fucking good again to a point that even though our offense only put up 18 a game, we only allow 12 a game. So we still end up winning games like we did back in the day. What offense or defensive coach can you see that can make a difference with this roster? Because when it comes down to it, the roster is still not good enough. If your roster is good and your quarterback can see the open receivers, even if your roster is not the best, if you still can see open receivers when it's time to see those open receivers and hit them when they open, it makes you look a lot. It make your team look hell of a lot better. That's why when people was talking about Jordan Love throughout the entire off season, how he asked and all this and all that, I was like, I don't know. We don't know nothing. Then he performed well in the preseason. You, Michael, kept saying preseason don't mean nothing. But guess what? Justin Fields looked the ass in the preseason. He didn't look that good in the preseason. Jordan Love looked fantastic in the preseason. And guess what it transitioned to? Jordan Love doing something. They was just down by 17 points yesterday, and they still came back and won 18-17. Bears was down big and couldn't make a comeback because guess what? Their defense is still ass. Their defense is still not that good. The Windy City is giving up on Fields until you get a coaching staff fix. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate Short sharing the promo right now, man. It don't matter what the Windy City is giving up on. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it does start in the front office. It does start in the front office, which, like I said, they made the moves they needed to make. But like I said it in the beginning. I said it during the whole exchange that was going on. They should have drafted Jalen Carter. They didn't. They should have had another. They should have added more pieces to the D line, more pieces to the interior. They got people on the outside that can pass rush some, but they need somebody to stop the run. They can't. It don't matter if you got great linebackers in the middle and the outside. If your D line is getting pushed and they constantly doing double teams and then then push a double team and the D lineman and then able to get up to the linebacker because the D lineman can't cause no damn disruptions. Guess what? The linebackers are blocked. If the linebackers are blocked, guess what? Running back is going up the field. Now the defensive backs got to make the tackle. That's the reason why Brisker was the leading tackler last year. It wasn't because he was a great safety. It was because everybody was in an open. He had to make a lot of open field tackles because the D line couldn't stop nobody, or because that's the reason why. What's that goddamn white boy name? Number 57. I can't even, like that's how I know I'm thrown off. I can't even remember players' names. Sanborn. That's the reason why Sanborn last year through a 4-5 week stretch had like 65 tackles. It wasn't because he was a great tackler and he was doing his job. It was because every time he turned around, he had to tackle somebody 5, 6, 7 yards up the damn field. He rarely had. He rarely got tackles in the backfield. They rarely tackling anybody in the backfield. It's always 5, 6 yards up the goddamn field. And then the simple fact that Matt Eberflus, who was calling the plays the last 2 weeks, wouldn't stop being in zone coverage. Wouldn't stop when you know damn well that Patrick Mahomes can cook a zone better than probably only person that probably can cook a zone better than him is probably Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And Brady retired and Aaron Rodgers is hurt and probably gonna retire after the season. So you couldn't mix it up and blitz him sometime. Do combination zone man concepts, zone man blitz concepts, something to try to make him get rid of the ball quickly. Every time I turned around when they had everybody covered deep, it's always an underneath route open because you don't have nobody covering the underneath man. And the underneath man is not only that, he still gets 7, 8 yards down the goddamn field. 7, 8 yards down the goddamn field. Ryan Poe's got no one to blame but himself because he should have hired an offensive minded head coach like Mike McDaniels. Listen, man. He got an offensive coordinator. It doesn't matter if you're a defensive or offensive minded coach. What it comes down to is the execution on the field. If your players is not executing on the field, it doesn't make a difference. When your quarterback can't see open receivers, that doesn't make a difference. Mike McCarthy is a defensive coach. They got embarrassed in the last game, but for the past few seasons as a defensive coach, what the Cowboys was that they won 12, 13 games. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the players, if you don't have the players, even if you do have the players, the offensive line is ass. Even if the offensive line is an ass, your quarterback can't see down the field. That's the things that matter. You got 3 phases of the game. 2 of them, the Bears are terrible at. They terrible on offense and defense. They special teams is okay. Ryan Santo, he gonna make his field goals. They got decent coverage in terms of punt blocking. When they attacking a person on the punt, they got decent. They have decent returns on punt returns. When they finally get the opportunity to, and on kick returns, so they okay in terms of that. The 2 phases of the game that matters the most, they're not effective on. And like I said, if the D line can rush the quarterback, that makes your safeties look better, that make your corners look better, that make your linebackers look better. But when there is no pressure on the quarterback and the quarterback can literally sit there for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, it doesn't matter who it is, they're going to be able to see an open receiver down the field because they can't cover that goddamn long. Eventually, somebody's going to get open. Somebody is going to get open, and that didn't matter if it was today, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. If you allow the quarterback to stay open that goddamn long, he's gonna find somebody. That's point blank fucking period. So, but I understand what you're trying to say, Mike, about Ryan Poles and everything else, but it doesn't matter because they don't have the personnel. They don't have the personnel to execute. That's what matters. And you can tell me all day what you think. I've been watching this game for way too goddamn long not to understand the concepts of the game. Two things can be true. Fields can't progress as a passer, and the coaching staff is incompetent. She trying to say incompetent? I guess that's what you're trying to say, yeah. But yeah, that's basically what it is. That's the reason why I say preseason always matters. Some people be like, oh man, maybe if they played 40 snaps would have made a difference. Yes. Yes. If practice was like it was 10, 15 years ago, where the pass rushers is actually rushing hard to the quarterback in practice, and maybe they was hitting a little bit more, maybe they would have been ready. Maybe if majority of the goddamn starting lineup for offense and defense wasn't injured throughout training camp and OTAs and everything else, and people just sitting back and not doing shit and not preparing and not being in shape. Maybe then every goddamn tackle Brisker wouldn't be on the goddamn ground laid out, hurt. Maybe Eddie Jackson will probably be healthy enough to play. Maybe every time you turn around, a player on the Bears is not hurt. That's what happens when guys don't adequately train, don't do what they supposed to do. That's what happens when you have incompetence in the coaching staff. Now that's on the coaching staff and it's also on the players because they grown fucking men. They grown men, so they can go out and they can train their goddamn self. That's what happens when you sit around and you do nothing and think you just gonna go out there and do something. That's what happens. Incompetence on every level, front office to the players. It's just all bad. And I don't even know what the fuck will happen week 4. Can someone tell me who they playing week 4? Someone tell me something, because that's how lost I am as a Bear fan, that I can't even, I'm not even looking forward to just seeing this goddamn putridness from the goddamn team. And in the end, they're going to end up getting rid of Fields and drafting another quarterback. And then he's going to go through the same fucking thing. Why he's going to go through the same thing? Because they can't develop no goddamn body. Every time there is an actual coach opening, oh, the Broncos. Shit, they may have the Broncos look great, and they just got their ass whooped 70-20 this past week. Because that Bears offense and defense so goddamn bad, they may get 40 put on them by the fucking Broncos, who got 70 put on them. That's how bad this team is so far. Now, if they prove me wrong and they finally get their first fucking win of the season, I'll be happy. I'll be happy about that, but I'm still gonna be critical of this team each and every week, much like I was last year, to a point that even though it was just too much going on in my personal life, the reason why I just stopped making videos for a while. But part of the reason was that I couldn't just keep watching bullshit Bears football. It just reached a point where I just sat back and watched. I listened to Chicago Sports Talk Michael, the Ghost of Judah Tribe, the Windy City Productions, and KO Sports Talk, and other guys as Bear fans speak on it, and then watch the misery be on their goddamn face. Watch the misery be on everybody's face, and it's just ridiculous. It's reaching a point where I'm finna stop following almost every goddamn Bear content on Facebook, because all I ever been hearing from last year to this year is bullshit from the Bear fans. Supposed to be Bear fans. So I'm finna be in 0 dark 30 on their ass. Just be like, I don't even have to say nothing. Just unfollow all that shit, because it's annoying. It's annoying to see. Yeah, I'm a fan, but damn, it's disappointing to watch. It's damn so disappointing to watch, man. It's disappointing to look forward to the games, even though you know that it's going to be bullshit. That you know that Shit finna get real tough for this team. But because you such a big fan of the team, you still try to endure what you know is gonna be almost a certain loss. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's getting worse. This team is getting worse as a franchise. They can't do nothing right. And now you so goddamn bad to a point that you allow the goddamn Lions to eventually pass you up. That's the part that really got me, is that now the Lions has a chance to do something. That's the part that's really just got me like, oh, the Bears is now the new Lions. That's what we are now. The new Lions. Constant losing season, constantly looking crazy. Everyone constantly crying and bitching and everything. That's basically what's going on with our Chicago Bears team. But if I get the opportunity to tonight, I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna do the pregame video tonight with a matchup against the Broncos. If not, probably tomorrow morning, and speak on that. And you know, it is what it is, man. This team is just horrible when it comes down to it. Horrible. And hopefully, and that's a big hope right now. Right now, my hope is at an all-time high. Eventually, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna be ragging on the goddamn Bears like Slag Daddy TV that's supposed to be a Bear fan, but all he do is talk negative about him. To me, he a goddamn Packers fan that's just posing as a Bear fan in my book. Let me see. What's the next comment? Shaking my damn head. My grandfather said last night, he just asked what channel the Bears gonna lose on. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he did. That's how bad they is. When people don't look forward to it no more, when every time I wear my Bears, get people be like, "Oh, you a Bears fan?" Ooh. Now I know, yeah, another Bears fan. Everybody like, "Ooh, damn, you a Bears fan?" Shit. I know you upset. Yeah. That's how bad it is, man. But I'm gonna end the podcast. I'm finna go ahead and finish doing what I was doing, because shit, I'm at the laundromat washing motherfucking clothes. Please, that's the only good thing. My fucking clothes gonna be fucking clean. I don't have to worry about my clothes being sorry as fuck. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Fucking ridiculous. I can't just. It is what it is. But this is Jonah Pipney bringing it back to you once again with another podcast, man. Everybody be smooth today, be safe, and peace out.
Gon' hit your spine on the other side. It come out your lip. You heard what I said. I ain't even off a jigger. This shit get different.